What's going on, guys? My name is Peter Cattani, and I'm here to show you a new deck from set 6, Destroyer Kings. Boom, got it right. They're every archetype theme they were going for in this set looks incredible. It looks super fun. And of course, there's more decks better than others, but you know me, I like to twinkle with the decks that are not that good. So I'm gonna show you one that I've been working with. So let's look at leaders real quick. When it comes to red, we have this. I don't really care for red, I'll be honest with you. I eventually will make it though. Then blue, Majin Buu looks really fun. If it wasn't for the Den Day, they even tried like, I think fix the ruling and then change the back, and I don't know what they were trying to do with that. But we're not doing Buu right now. Buu is not the play. And what else came out with Buu? Does not matter. Oh, this guy was a wish. No wonder I didn't know about it. Broly, he's a monster. My God. Paragus, lackluster. Not good enough in my eyes. You just rather just use the Broly. And then we got this one, the girlfriend and the brother. I still don't know what he is. The friend. There you go. You know how you have a crush and like, or a girlfriend, but they have that friend that's like, oh, we're just friends, and realistically they are, but he secretly wants her. That's exactly what's happening in this situation. So sad, but really fun. And then let's go black real quick. This leader, so cool. We gotta play it. If you are losing to Janemba, try this guy out. I heard that even against Janemba, it can't do it, or like it's not good enough to, because you need 20 plus 7, so 27, and then your deck is like 3 cards away. So if they beat you before you can do this effect, then you win anyway, or they win. But I don't know the deal with it. It's Shenron. I try to stay away from Shenron. I just get really bored. Except the yellow Dende, the one that turns Piccolo. That deck was super fun. The one that Denny Hype used. By the way, guys, I believe the hype. He was here in Miami for the Orlando event, and we got to talk for a day and stuff, and I got to see his plays, and yeah, the mindset of that guy. Smart dude. Shout outs to him. This Goku, my God, really good, really good. Super fun. I don't know what take I want. There's a red-black version. There's a yellow-black version. There's 2 different takes I want to take with it. I don't know how I'm doing it yet. And then, boom. What for yellow? What do they got? What do they got for yellow? The deck that we are going to talk about is Bojack. But what I want to know is there has to be a second one, right? Doesn't matter. Let's show you Bojack. This is the guy that I didn't even think I was going to play. But something about themes. I love theme decks. So like, you know, the Ginyu Force, I was a big fan of those. The Namekians, when they came out, was kind of like a theme. I was like, all right. When it comes to theme, I'm just like, all right, run it. And he just looks really cool. Even though I like when he's teal, like blue teal, and then he goes into Hulk mode. I'm just like, I don't really like the Hulk part. This leader is different from every leader in the game. It has no awaken. What? I even checked the rulings on Bandai to see maybe there was an errata. Maybe the people who printed this just forgot to print that one word where it's like untap 2 if you untap 2. My God, even draw 2. Like, we don't like those leaders anymore. But the hand size on this deck, not that it's bad, but it could be a little bit better. It needed something. There's no reason. He's not broken enough to make his awakening nothing. He has an interesting ability that once per turn, when you play a Bojack Brigade, so one of his crew members, or you know, one of his teams, you get to draw a card, and he gains 5k. So he's a 15k leader, pretty much on the front side. Really strong, really good. Then he has another ability that's like, when you combo, let me read this correctly because it's worded a little weird. When you combo with one of your cards during your turn, if your combo area has 2 or more Bojack Brigade cards that you comboed with from the battle area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. If you KO the card, negate this skill for the duration of turn. The reason why it's so weird worded is because it's pretty much, it's checking every single time you combo. So when you combo one of your cards, it's like lingering. It's like check, check. It'll check for 2 battle cards that were played in the battle area, and then you can choose to kill something. You don't have to, but if you do choose to kill something, then for the duration of the turn, his effect is negated. But the reason why the first text is if you combo one card during your turn, it's because the effect is going to activate and just check the field and see your combo area to see if you fulfilled the requirements and able to pop something. Awesome. Backside, when he's awakened, it's the exact same thing. The only thing different is he gets a permanent that you can combo with Bojack Brigade cards in rest mode during your battle area, or from your battle area. Cool, not bad. Problem is, most of the battle cards are McNuggets. They're 3K. They weren't swinging in the first place, and the ones that were swinging, I don't really want to combo with. So, yeah, it's cool to have that ability. Not really important, but can't complain. Also, when you play a Bojack Brigade, there we go. You get to draw a card, but he doesn't get the 5K anymore. So, like, the front side gets the 5K, and he draws a card to get the 5K. Awesome. So I figured, backside's gonna do that and be a 20K leader. Awesome. Let's put pressure. No, 15. All right. And has the same ability that if you combo with a card, if you combo with 2 from the battle area, you get to pop a card, negate the effect for the duration of the turn. It doesn't get through barrier, which is a shame because if it did, this deck over the top, and it only works during your turn. Only works during your turn because if it didn't, then over the top. Just really good, just really strong. But Bandai has messed up so many times when it came to, oh, this card's too broken, la la. I guess they really stepped up their game because they made sure nothing was broken about this deck. Nothing. It's so well balanced. It's almost perfect where it's not too bad, but it's not too good. It's like in the middle, and it's frustrating when you want to play it because you're like, I want brokenness. But let me show you the deck. Let's see if I learn how to do it. Bam! Technology, guys. What's up? Bojack. This is the deck that I've been working with. This is what I've been testing with. Come Dallas, the event there, my goal is to play with an all-foil Bojack deck and probably cosplay, where I get to dress up as him. He's pretty cool. He has long orange hair. I'll have to shave this, but that's okay. This thing grows within a week. And just try to work with not the Hulk size, because I'm not a fan of the Hulk. Just high five, know that about me. But I like the other one with the blue coat, the white pants, the boots, the orange hair. I'm just like, I can rock it. Only difference is I got to get contacts without glasses. I'm blind. Like right now, I can't even see what's happening. It's bad. So, got to put glasses. Need to get contacts for this costume. I even paint myself. I'll even paint where it's teal and stuff. So, let's see if that works out. Fingers crossed. If I can get the whole PPG team to do it. But most of the time they won't. So, let me get into the deck. We already explained the leader. Interesting leader. No awakened side. It's okay. I put 2 Champas. Why? Because Marcel has taught me Champas are just that good. This deck does put some pressure, but once they're at 2, you want to finish them off. You have all this combo power. You have so many 5Ks. You don't even have too much 10Ks, but you have a ton of 5Ks, and you don't want to waste it for them just to go down to 1 life. You want to be able to push. So this is definitely our end game. We can also give our Bojack battle card critical. So it's a nice combo with that where you want to double strike crit. Pretty good. Would we want to play more? Yes. I kind of wanted to put a 3rd, but I couldn't find the space. It's also not needed. A card that we could take out is probably another event. But the ratios that I have for the event cards right now, I really like it. So I only put 2, and it's been working out for me. Next, Ox King. God, Ox King is so good. Let me tell you about this Ox King guy. So this 1-drop gives all your other yellow battle cards that are 3 and lower barrier. We all know how bad barrier is in this game. So we want to take advantage of it. All our McNuggets are 3 and lower. Not the one boss, but everyone else 3 and lower. So we want to give them barrier, let them stay on the field, and I get to choose when I get rid of them. That's a big factor. If you have 2 Ox Kings on the board, then both of them are giving each other barrier, and then your field is just solid. The only thing you lose to is a Kami, which I guess that's the only problem you can have. So I never really have 2 Ox Kings on the board. I'll just have 1. And whatever they try to do, let's say they play the Black Mass Saiyan, the one that gets rid of 5 and less total, they can only hit Ox King, yay, and protect everyone else. So as long as it does its job that one time, if you get double on the field, you have to make sure they don't have Kami. Cool. Now let's talk about I keep saying brigade. right? I'm saying that right? The squad. I'm gonna call them squad. Perfect. I'm not gonna mess up on this video. We're gonna talk about the whole squad. Really cool. This one drop. Let me tell you about this one drop. Let me see if I can go back really quick. So see if we can get a better picture. Yep, there we go. There we go. Boom. This one drop. Talk about it. I will never lose to Mill again. I would never lose to a Janimba. I play Little D. Shout out to Little D. That's what I call him. His name is Dehan. It's the guy that's killing in every event. I believe he won our Pro Tour with Janimba and got like third in the last Pro Tour with a different deck. Guy's a great player. High five for him. But I got 2-0, but like this. The last time we played, and it was Janimba, never again. So I saw this card. I'm like, I'm making this deck, playing it. Pirate Beto. Ooh. Permanent. They all have this annoying permanent where you can only have one in your battle area of that name. So I can't play 2 Beetles without getting rid of this Beetle first, which is fine. There's ways to get rid of them. But if you were able to play so much more, that's it. They've made this deck balanced. When you play this card, if your leader is a Bojack Brigade, so that's cool. Maybe in the future, there's different leaders for Bojack. Cool. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose one Bojack Brigade card amongst them and add it to your hand. So it's a 1-drop that pretty much digs for another pirate. Cool. Active main, place this card in the drop area. Then choose 5 Bojack Brigade cards with energy cost 2 or less. And understand that if it was 3 or less, the deck over the top. This is called balance again. 2 or less. It's alright. It's just good enough not to lose to Mill. From your drop area, shuffle your deck afterwards. No, you don't get to draw a card. For some reason, when I'm testing with my teammates, they all think I draw a card afterwards. They're like, oh, you shuffle and then draw something? No, just shuffle. I feel like that's good enough, but they want the world. So you just shuffle 5 cards back, which is a big deal because, you know, Janimba is that good where his game plan is just to kill you through your deck. But this literally stops it where Janimba can never win through Mill. They have to go through the battle phase part, which they can probably do, but I haven't had a problem with this deck, so really happy about it. I've been talking to a few judges on this card too, where it's like, place this card to the owner's drop area, then choose 5. From my understanding, there has to be 5 for you to put back, so you can't just put like 3, it has to be a total of 5. But the confusion where they're yes and no at, it's like 50-50, is like, can you place this card in the drop area when even if you don't have 5? If let's say you have only 2 and you just want to get rid of it, so because you had another copy in your hand, you want to play it to check top 5, get a new card. I haven't got a full-on ruling on it so far. The way I've been testing it is I'll get rid of it. If I don't have 5, cool, I don't have to put it, I'll just play a new one. Also horrible, like, on the aspect too, with that same mindset, let's say you only had 4 in the grave, 4 pirates to put back, and then you sack this. Now you have 5, but are you able to even activate it? So that's something that has to be clarified. I'm trying to make sure I find that ruling before Dallas comes out. I'm trying to perfect this deck. So cool, that's his ability. Next one, Bojan. Really good card, solid for defense. Has the annoying permanent where you can only have 1 on the board. Fine, balance. When you play this card, choose 1 Bojack Brigade card in your hand with energy 2 or less and play it. Okay, again, if it was 3 or less, broken. But 2 or less, not as broken. But still, brings battle cards on the board super easy. Every turn, you pretty much have like 3 of the same battle cards every single turn. As you play it, you'll learn that. Then it has a really good ability that when you combo this card from your battle area, if your leader is a Bojack Brigade card, choose 1 of your opponent's battle card and switch to the rest. It doesn't ignore barrier. Again, that's a big deal. But on your opponent's turn, hypothetical, let's put it out there. Let's say he has all cost Vegeta out. Bam, he paid 2, he popped something that wasn't this. Cool, he's triple strike, huge, 35. Oh my god, I'm super scared. He swings with leader. Ha ha. He just swung with leader, just draw a card because he knew he was going to swing hard the next one. This is never going to happen, but scenarios, all right? People do misplay. They swing with the leader, they draw a card. Cool. No combo, 15. And I am in my leader with 15. I'll just combo this 1 card boom, go to 20. I saved my life. And since I did put it from the battle area to combo, it does work on my opponent's turn that I am able to tap I'll cost Vegeta so he can't attack me that turn. Very good for defensively. Also, a really cool thing that you can do with him is if you're your Bojack leader, if there's 2 cards in the combo area, you're able to kill a rested creature. So let's say, hypothetically, you have Bino, this guy. I'm gonna mess up names now. I'm getting shy. I got this guy on the board and Bojack on the board. Those 2 are on the field. Cool. I'll swing with Bojack. I can tap any creature they want first, where I'll activate the auto. Cool. Check it. And then this combo happens where I can check, my leader checks to see if it's like, okay, fulfilled. You have 2. Do you want to pop something? I just put something in rest, and now putting 2 onto the combo area, my leader can just kill it. Super cool for removal. These pirates just really work well together. So that's one of the other pirates. Gokua. Hopefully, because it says Goku, and then there's an A, so an A, so Gokua. Again, don't judge me, guys. You guys know I'm not good at reading, but I know cards more or less. His ability is when you play this card, if your leader is a Bojack Brigade card, cool, choose one of your opponent's battle card in rest mode. It has to be already in rest mode. It cannot switch to active mode until the end of the turn. If it got around barrier, card's great. But it's still good to just annoy your opponent when they have a big threat. Most of the time, I'm getting rid of it anyways with my combo and my leader power. But it's still nice because it lets me not go out of my way to make sure I just combo out stuff. I can just keep something rested and be like, all right, I'll deal with it later. Very strong, and it's 15 for a 2-drop. We accept those. Active main for 1. Cardless, doesn't matter what it is. Place this card to the owner's drop area if your leader is squad. We're just going to call him squad now because I'm going to be messing up that name all day. If your leader is squad card, cool. Choose 1 Bojack card with energy 3 from your hand and play it. It has to be 3, can't be less, can't be more, only 3. 3, and you get to play it. So it's not bad. You get to bring a 3-drop out for the price of 1. Okay, strong. I like it. The beauty is you can swing 15, they waste 5k or take the life, and then you bring the Bojack you want. Strong play. And then for the last of the squad, before we go into the captain, we are talking about Z-Chick, the girl. Zatanna, I'm gonna say Zatanna because I've been watching Young Justice, but this girl, fantastic card, has the annoying permanence. Oh, I forgot to mention, this guy does not have the permanent, whereas like you can only have 1 on the board. Truth be told, you only ever have 1 on the board, but you're not subject to, like, let's say you have 2 15s on the board. It's not the worst thing. She, like the other 2, the 2 1-drops, they have this annoying ability where permanent you can only have 1 on the board. All right, we're getting used to it. Auto, when you play this card, if your leader card is squad, Bojack Brigade, remember, squad, choose 1 squad card from your deck with energy cost of 1. So out of the 2, there's only 2 1-drops. Choose 1 1-drop and play it. Automatic. Amazing. This girl brings out either or of the 1-drop, which the 1 1-drop lets me play another card. So cool, I'll probably play Gokua. I'll play the 15k for free from my hand. Awesome. Or I'll play the other 1-drop that checks top 5 and adds a card in hand. Very strong card. Love it. Her ability, active main, place this card in a drop area. Choose 1 Bojack card in your battle area, and it gains critical for duration of turn. Again, this is where we go from broken, not broken, and balanced. It's balanced. It would be broken if I was able to active main, play in the drop area, and give my leader critical 2 claps. That would have been broken. This deck, over the top, 4 champas. Let's go. But that's not the case. You can only pick battle cards, which is still good, but it's balanced. Could have been better. And you give it critical, which is really good because getting rid of it in the field means you can play another one somehow if you have other cards to bring it out. Cool, because you're not subject to just having it on the board anymore. You're able to remove it without trying to combo or anything and bring out a new one. Cool, great deck. Now we are getting to the captain. So now we can actually go to just the big videos because now we get into details with all the squad cards. Let's go into the captain. Boom. The 3-drop destructive rare Bojack. Really good card. It's a 3-drop, so Gokua. One of the squad people can bring him out for just one. That's really good. I'll show you a play where it's just really strong. His ability is when he comes into play, you can put one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and put it into rest. Cool. Not really a big deal, but there are scenarios where it becomes pretty strong. There is this Veku going around that's like a 5-drop that comes out on turn 3. When you kill it, it gets 2 energy. It gets like super plus, and basically you can't swing anymore unless you're willing to deal with that. I never wanted to deal with that, so I bring out this Bojack to rest it. So that's me attack, not caring about him because I know he can't block anymore, and that's what he's been used really well for. Another really interesting of his ability is his active main. For 2 cardless, you can choose your opponent's leader, rest it, and it cannot untap for the next turn. Really strong because let's say you went against Shenron and they started with no Dragon Balls, so they need their turn 3 to search the last 2 in their decks. This is all hypothetical. Cool. If you put the Shenron rested, they can't search for Dragon Balls because it's rest search 2, but it's already a rest, so it can't. Another really cool thing is the Broly that's going around, the one that swings, draws up to 6. Usually when they do their combo and stuff or they defend, they have no hand. And if you were able to lock the leader so they don't draw 6, you're going to survive. You don't have to be worried about the pressure that deck can throw at you. So that's a really good thing. And last but not least, you're already beating Janemba because this card's putting 5 cards anyways, one of our crew members. But if somehow things are going not your way, you can rest Janemba so you don't have to mill 2 next turn. And he don't get to draw a card. Really strong destructive rare. 2 claps. Very good. Next is a super combo. The reason we're playing this over almost anything else, it's Sparking 5, and if your leader, I believe, is Bojack, you get to draw a card. Sparking 5. Cool. Why this one is because our 1-drop can grab it. This is another conversation between balance. Not great, not bad. It's a 3-drop. If it wasn't a 3-drop, if it was a 2-drop, again, this deck would have been over the top. If this was a 2-drop, this 1-drop can shuffle 5 back, and to shuffle your super combos, you are never losing a battle, ever. This deck would have been so good, but it's the definition of balance, so that's okay. So that's the reason we're playing this super combo, mostly because our 1-drop can grab it. Awesome. Next, this Bojack, really interesting. It's a 3-drop 19, so pretty much when it swings at your opponent, it's theoretically swinging for 15. And the reason why, let's do math real quick. If I swing for 19 at a leader that's 15, and I don't combo, 19. They combo 5, they go to 20, they block the attack. Okay, makes sense, right? So why is it considered a 15? Well, let's say I was swinging a 15 at a 15. They still wasted 5K, went up to 20, and blocked the attack. So it's the same equivalent. But if I was getting swung at, so let's say this 19 is rested and my opponent swings with a 15, okay, to my 19. They combo 5, go to 20. I combo 5, it goes to 24. I block the attack, which would have been the same equivalence where, let's say, I was 20. They swing 15, they combo 5, they go to 20. I combo 5, I go to 25. It only took me 1 5K to block the attack. So when swinging, it's a 15K swinger. When defending, it's a 20K defender. That's how the way to look at these 19s. Really good. I actually like that balance, that math that you realize afterwards playing it. Really good. So it's 19. Has a really cool ability like no other, where if he was to get destroyed, you can destroy another crew member instead. So he's the captain. Everyone's working for him, and they want to protect him. So if he dies by KO, so that's battle, by skills, anything like that, you can protect him if you have pirates in the battlefield, if you have other ones. Cool. I believe if there's a whole board wipe, Like there's a few effects that like wipe the whole board. Then you can't save it because everyone's dying. I'm not quite sure on the ruling, but just assuming that's the case, and that's cool if that's the case. But it's a really good leader. Our battle card. The reason why we're running 8 3-drop battle Bojacks is because the evolution. I didn't think it was good. I thought it was whatever until I played it. And this battle card is just a monster. Has to be an 8-drop. Can't be nothing like a 5 or anything because way too good. We're actually going to go read this card in depth so we know everything that it's doing. Boom. Bojack the Plunderer. Hopefully I read that right. EX evolve 3 yellow and 1 colorless. So for 4. It's doable. And by turn 4, this is what you want to do. You want to have your 3-drop out already on the board. Turn 4, bring this out, and if this gets out, you close to winning. It's very strong. Let's read. You evolve over a Bojack that's 3. Shame. Normally 3 or higher would be really cool. That would be awesome. But no, we're actually getting a Bojack promo that's a 4-drop on the field. Like, it goes to a 3-drop in your hand, and that's cool, but on the field it's a 4, so this can't evolve over him, and that's a shame. Another text where I feel like it's missing, like the Awaken is missing. This text should be 3 or higher, but it's not. When you play this card, if you have 5 or more life, so if you're not losing, choose all your opponent's cards and switch them to rest mode. Cool, not a big deal. We're swinging 25 and everything's tapped. Not bad. This deck is really easy in defending your life because you're playing McNuggets and you're benefiting off them, so you can combo them away. Not a big deal. His next ability is when your opponent switches one of their cards in rest mode to active. If your leader card is a Bojack Brigade card, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and sends them to warp. Sends it to warp. Cool, but that's for each card. So let's say they play Foreseen Hit turn 4. Okay, cool. And somehow they didn't pick this card. Or I drew it off the top. There you go. Let's think smart about it. But they tap 4. They swung with 4 with the hit. Cool. They swung with their leader. So the leader, Foreseen Hit, and the 4 energy they used to bring it out. So, man, that was wrong. Bam. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, this doesn't seem right. 6 energy, or 6 cards that are tapped. Cool. Then my turn, I do whatever I had to do. I bring this guy out. All right, monster. On his turn, he untaps, then draw. I actually had to find out the ruling on this because I was like, is it draw then untap? Because like I'm used to Magic, but it's like the correct way this game is played is untap then draw. Reason why that's a big deal is because this guy can almost like lock where like in your draw phase you'd be losing it because let's say it was draw then untap, boom, monster, get rid of the card out of your hand. But no, you actually get 1 card. But the example I was using, a Foreseen Hit, there's 6 cards on the board. They all stand. That means 6 cards from their hand gets warped, and then he draws 1 card. Pretty cool. Very good on control. It's kind of like yellow never was designed to ruin the hand except like Planetary Mecha Frieza, where you see a card in the hand, you bring it out. Cool, not a big deal. And that was kind of like hand control. This one is another form of hand control without even discarding. So the new side deck card of Tau is not that big of a deal because you're warping it, you're not discarding it. So that's beneficial also. Card's a beast. Then it also has another ability that active main, once per turn, you can choose 1 crew card, Bojack Brigade, in your battle area, place it in the drop area, and this card gains dual attack. So it's dual attack 25. We run the girl that you can sack it to give a Bojack battle card critical, so it'll be critical dual attack. And Champa to try to get critical double strike dual attack. Double strike for 1 battle, and then dual attack. Awesome. It's just really good for control. Like, this is what deck does. It's just controlling the field. It has the leader itself can remove, cool, and you have an option against like blue decks, because I play against Jonathan Rodriguez all the time, which he always plays blue, and this card has done so much work. Very happy about this one. Next card. Now we're almost done, guys. Forgive me. I realize I'm going way too much into details on these cards. This Army of the Space Pirates. Arrival of the Space Pirates. There you go. I knew it was an army. It's for 1 energy. You search your deck for 2 or less pirate and play it in rest mode. Oh my god, awesome. This is like your best turn 1. Funny enough, I actually forgot that the 3-drop actually has another effect. It barely ever happens. But when you play him, not only can he save himself, I forgot there's a whole other paragraph to text. Forgive me, guys. When you play this card, you can pitch any card from your hand to add this back to your hand from the graveyard. Cool, cool. Why is that a big deal? Because this card does everything. You're shuffling all your army pieces back into your deck, so you usually always this card is always going to be live. And what this does is bring out a pirate from the deck. So it's really cool. So if you get the girl, this is normally the target I always go grab. If you grab the girl, she comes out in rest mode, which you don't really care, and she grabs another card from your deck, 1-drop, and brings that out. So for 1 energy, you get a 5k, and that 5k becomes basically, let's say, a 10k, brings this out, and this 10k, let's say hypothetically, this is all hypothetical, you get the super combo. You get 20k off 1 energy. Just think of it like that. Oh, but it's rested, you know, it's really 15. But if you're awakened already, you can combo with battle cards in rest mode. So you have, in a perfect world, you got this 5, 10, and somehow it hits a super combo, 20k off 1 energy. This is your best turn 1, close enough to your best turn 2. Your turn 3, you want to be doing something else. Turn 4, you always want to be bringing this out. But afterwards, you can do some really cool things. There's some games where I'll get to 6 energy. Yeah, it's long. This deck is actually really good at controlling. Let's say I get to 6 energy. I'll play 1 to bring out this pirate. Awesome. He comes in rested, so I can't attack it. But then I'll play another 1. So out of 6 energy, I spent 2. I have 4 left. To bring out any of the Bojack cards. Either one, doesn't matter. Have 4 energy left. I'll evolve. Play this on the board. Cool. Now I'm controlling my board, my opponents. For when they untap, they're going to warp cards. I really like that. We're trying to put some control. This card is probably everything in this deck. Next is Crusher Ball. We do want to have some defense. There's a lot of good cards out there right now. And if they don't have deflect, we want to Crusher Ball them. We want to put them in rested so we can kill them with our leader. If that's not the case, we can lock them down with this pirate where it comes into play. It can't stand. Crush Ball is really good for just defense. Most of the time, I'll usually charge it though, because combo things, you kind of want to have combo power, but let's say they have the Broly Secret Rare, monster, and they're at 1 life. Oh my god, they made that play. Super scary. So with the Broly card, they bring out the Secret Rare, boom, monster comes out. They discard their hand to do it too. Crusher Ball that. I ain't dealing with it. Crusher Ball, I don't have to worry about that dual attack. If they're at 1, I lose my hand. I ain't losing that. I Crusher Ball it, not dealing with it. I don't care anymore. And then next turn, I'll probably combo with 2 pirates, kill it. 2 claps. Very good card, like it. And this card, really good, but this deck doesn't have the best of hand size. I'll have 6 to 8 cards, but I don't want to be using this all the time. I want to use this on emergency purposes. I want to use it if I go against Victory Strike. I want to use it in case they bring out Mirror and they're playing Broly. Stupid things like that. That's when I want to use this card. But it's not important for every other matchup. You can control pretty much everything else. But some cards, it's good. This event card is active battle, so kind of like Sensu Bean. It can't be battering lasers, so I'm easy already. And what it does is, if your leader is a Bojack, or Bojack Brigade, you can pitch 2 cards from your hand and kill something rested. It does not ignore barriers, so if they swing with Gogeta, that ruin your hand, and out of 3 cards you got this, you're like, yes, I got it. And they swing with the Gogeta, it's barrier, so, failed, didn't work. But every other scenario is pretty good. As long as it's not barrier, they can combo to 200. Bam. That's actually a number that I don't think I've ever reached in combo. I've reached like 160 something, 65. 160 something, how funny. 165. I think that's my highest one, but 200 super rare. But let's say they combo 200. Are you buried? No. Okay. Play this, and you pretty much shoot Gesh Kick Goku. but an event card. You lose 3 cards out of your hand, but you win. Very strong card. And then probably one of the best negates in this game, questionable, but it's one of my favorite ones, is Time Magic. Stop dual attack, triple attack, standing cards that you do not want to deal with. This card is just a great card, and that's Sparking 5. We run no Overwhelm. You technically could, but no Overwhelm because we want to put all our pirates back every single time. We don't want to banish them. They work for us. They take care of us. That's the goal. So this Sparking 5, yeah, that's what it is usually always active. Cool. You just take a life, you negate an attack, and it cannot stand till the end, until your next turn, basically. Which is really good because let's say the Bardock Monkey, the 4-drop, 20k, monster, swing. I negate it. Even if they have Planet Vegeta, can't stand. I don't have to deal with that blocker right now. Cool. Very strong. I really like this. One of my favorite negates, and it only works if you have a yellow leader. So Bojack with his crew works so well with Time Magic. This is pretty much the deck. I find mono yellow being one of the best. I find that Ox King is really good because your turn 1 you're going to play a pirate. That's hands down because you're going to draw off the leader. You want to do that. But turn 2 you have enough time to play this Ox King because you'll play any pirate. You don't really care what's happening. You're going to get their abilities where you draw a card and whatever you play. Then you play this to protect your pirate, so you don't have to worry about removing. Turn 3, somehow you're going to play one of these big Bojacks, the 3-drops, and it's going to be protected. It's not going to get removed because this Ox King is going to protect it, and that's the main goal. You just want to protect it for turn 3. So turn 4, we don't care anymore about Ox King. If he somehow got removed, doesn't matter. At least we have the 3-drop Bojack to just, boom, slam this 8-drop down, control the game there. Because once they lose their hand, that's when we're playing. We're literally just grinding 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they lose their hand, and okay, my hand's like this. Now we're playing a good game. Cool, cool, cool. That's the strategy of the deck. So this is pretty much my build. Mono yellow. There is another build that I am trying out. It's not good enough. In my opinion, I don't like it, but I will still show it just because it has one cool combo. That's it. It is blue. It's blue, red, green, yellow, Ultron deck, and no, I like the Ox King. I'd rather keep the Ox King in the deck to protect my things, but this provides more defense. You already have so much defense with 5k, but this puts more super combos in the deck where you're able to draw. The beans let you use these things effectively, but the only reason for this whole deck, the reason why we made it, was because of Sensu Bean. Really cool play you can do is charge a yellow, play Bujin, or you can play a rival alien thing and get Bujin. Bujin comes out, you get to play Gokua. Hopefully I'm saying his name, because if I'm not, this is embarrassing. But you can play Gokua. Cool. Bam, that's your turn 1. You also drew a card because your leader is good. Whatever happens turn 2, you don't really care. Forget it. Let's say this whole play is for Shenron, by the way. This is for Shenron. I went first, 1 dice roll. I rolled a 12. He rolled an 11. Bad beats. But I went first. That's my turn 1. So I don't have to worry about any of these people really dying against Shenron. My turn 2. This is where it comes in. Out of the 8 blues, somehow I have a Sensu Bean, a 3-drop Bojack. But let me rephrase that. I have this Bojack and another blue. So I charge the other blue. So I have a yellow and a blue. Awesome. Cool. I can swing with the 15. It doesn't matter, whatever the case happens. But afterwards, I pay the yellow. Cool. Bring out this 3-drop. The Destruction Rare. Cool. I have 1 blue open. I can swing with the Destructive Rare. Combo the Sensu Bean to have 2 open. Alright. And then turn 2, I pay 2 to lock the Shenron. So I went first. The Shenron only got to search for balls 1 time. Afterwards, I locked the game out by controlling him from ever resting. This is the only reason I'm trying out the blue package, which is cute. It's not bad. But if you're not going against Shenron, it's not important. This deck doesn't have a hand size to be doing that's kind of cool combo anyways. I'm thinking of just like in my mono yellow deck, just siding this blue package of 8 and just put it in against like Shenron, just to try to catch them if I'm going first. Strategy. But more or less, I'm really digging this. you guys will find me in Dallas. I'm going to try my hardest to perfect this deck, to master it, to have the best lists and play it. If I can do good, oh my God, 2 claps for me, because not that it's a bad deck. It's just there's decks that win on their own, and there's decks that need a pilot. This needs a pilot. This needs a captain, and it's hard. But I'm gonna try, and you guys will see me then. For the people playing as Charlotte, have a good time. This is a new set. I wish I was there. I want to see all the new crazy decks to see out there. We're going to be posting a bunch, but this is just an idea. If you want to be a pirate, if you want to be part of the crew, try this out. I'm going to make more decks soon, and I'll get back to y'all soon. Take care. This is PPG. My name's Peter. Later.